Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review of the 1,000 Pound Sisters, Season 4, Episode 8, Forbidden Fruit. Let's get into it, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lies, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody, and this is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button. And to all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. Now, I stuck my glasses somewhere, but I don't even see them, and I know. Oh, they right here. They are right here. Thank you all so much for being here. If I had to rate this episode of the 1,000 Pound Sisters, Season 4, Episode 8, The Forbidden Fruit, I would probably rate this episode to a D. Let me know down in the description box what you all would rate this episode. I just didn't think it was good. I mean, it had its ups and its downs and its all arounds, but it just was a typical 1,000 Pound Sister episode. So anyway, in this particular episode, we are at the point where Tammy has had her surgery. She is now rehabbing and she is back at the nursing home. Of course, the family is, happy about it, or at least they say, but they're still talking that doom and gloom, in my opinion. Okay, in my opinion. So anyway, after they have their talk and everything, we see Tammy with Michael, and this is their way of letting us know that there is trouble in the camp. Because as we see, Amy is, basically doing everything with the boys, and Michael is not really helping. And so they're giving us a sneak peek on what has already been revealed. I figured that this was part of the storyline, and I'm sure that it's something for us to continue to watch, because in my opinion, it just hasn't been a great show. If this wasn't for Tammy, I really don't think a lot of us would be watching. And I'm just going to keep it 100. Y'all let me know down in the comment section if y'all agree on what I'm saying. It's the Tammy show. I think that we're all interested in seeing whether or not she's going to lose the weight. She's not going to lose the weight, woo, 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 woo. But anyway, the family is trying to prepare for Tammy to come back home. Um, of course, Chris and his wife are on their way to go and pick Tammy up. And as they are on the road, 2 hours out of their home state, they get a telephone call. And Chris takes the call in the car, and we don't hear immediately what's happening, but we later hear him make a phone call to Amy, indicating that they said that Tammy had an infection in her trach and that she had to spend more time in a nursing home so that they could, take care of the infection, get her to a place where she would be able to come home, and that this was going to take an additional, 2 to 4 weeks or whatever. of Tammy being there. Now, with this reality, the family has discovered that, you know what, we can't take care of Tammy. We're not going to be able to do it because if she has a problem, then, you know, none of us are trained to do this. So, of course, the family gathers together down to the park, and they all begin to have this discussion. It is at this time that, you know, basically they, you know, all in the midst of all of this stuff, they discover that Tammy is dating someone. And so Chris is like, why would she date somebody and she know that, you know, she's about to get out of there? But, you know, happens, right? Especially with Tammy. Tammy is a babe magnet, honey. She gonna get her a man. I don't care. I don't care what you think. Tammy gonna get her a man, okay? And so anyway, the family is having, you know, the discussion and they decide to call Tammy on the phone. And in Tammy's fashion, Tammy is saying, I'm ready to go home. I don't want to be here anymore. And the family is like, you know, well, no, Tammy, you know, we haven't taken the classes. So, okay, wait a minute, let me back up. So Amanda was saying that they were all supposed to be taking this class to take care of Tammy's trach and to make sure that they knew how to clean it, how to flush it out, you know, just all that kind of stuff. If she gets a blockage, how to block, you know, unblock it. And she was supposed to have been taking this class with Amy. So she said that one of the nurses called and was like, hey, the class coming up, you know, y'all need to be taking a class. Tammy's getting closer. You know, she's had her weight loss surgery and she's getting closer to, you know, coming home and everything. And Amanda found out during this telephone conversation that they were going to have to take a week off. You know, it's like a 40-hour class. It wasn't something that they can learn overnight. And so, you know, Amanda was saying that she doesn't have the time to be off. And Amy was like, I don't have the time to be away from my kids that long. And so, you know, they've already, you know, discovered that they're not going to be able to do what they thought that they were going to be able to do as far as going to this training class. And in order for Tammy to come home, she needs someone who is going to be round the clock taking care of her. Well, anyway, so now here she is. She has this infection. The family has, you know, now realized the seriousness of what it's going to take care of Tammy. So they call Tammy, you know, basically as a family, and they tell her, Tammy, look, you ain't going to be able to come home, young. You're going to have to stay in there a little longer. So Tammy is like, I don't want to stay. I'm not going to stay. You know, Tammy just hollering like she does. I don't know why she goes from 0 to 1,000, especially with people who have already put their lives on hold basically to take care of Tammy. Now I understand why they doing it. Number one, I do think that they have genuine love for each other. I don't think that they're as close as they pretend to be or they seem to be. But when the show is filming, they've got to give that attention to Tammy because Tammy is the one, let's just be honest about it. She's the one that's bringing in the views. Now, I know that there are a lot of people who like Amy and they're happy about her two little boys and stuff like that. But she is just not like, she, you know what, maybe I'm biased. Because some people really do like Amy, I guess. I don't know. I guess it's maybe because, well, no. Let me shut the fuck up and keep going. So anyway, Tammy is saying, you know, I want to come home. And they like, Tammy, look, we can't take care of it. And we can't take care of your trach. And Tammy is like, I could do it myself. Tammy, you a whole ass lie. Because when you were in that ambulance, when you were at the nursing home, they had to come in and save your life. Tammy has a whole lot of mucus. They, you know, have had to go in. You know, one time she said that her light was flashing. We saw the nurses running around. It was a damn cold blue. So how in the hell is Tammy going to say that she can take care of her own trach when we have seen them over and over and over again giving aid to Tammy as it relates to this mucusy ass, you know, trach she got in her throat. So to tell her family that and mislead her family is really dangerous for Tammy to do. But anyway, after that, you know, Tammy is screaming and she's telling them, if y'all don't come and get me in 2 weeks, I'm going to, you know, get myself out of here. Of course, a month later, we see that Tammy is still up in that and nursing. She's still in that nursing home slash rehabilitation, and she playing bingo. bingo, bitch, bingo. You ain't going nowhere. So they playing bingo and everything, and they asked Tammy about, how she doing. She's saying that she hasn't forgiven her family, but she's trying to get over it or whatever. Forgive them for what? Then Tammy sits there and say, I can't believe that they can hurt me like this. No, Tammy, you setting people up for failure, and you could possibly die. Like, Tammy, you've had near-death experiences. Don't nobody want that to be at their hand. It's one thing that you're overweight and you're not really taking care of yourself, but it's a whole different thing when somebody sign your ass out and make an executive decision that they're going to be taking care of you 24 hours a day, and you got that trach in your throat and you be coughing and hacking your lungs up. No, hell no. So it ain't even about forgiveness or anything. Forgive yourself. How about we start with that? So anyway, they're just, playing bingo. And of course, Caleb rose up. And now we see that Caleb is, child. I did a video the other day, honey, about Caleb. And honey, I got my side eye on his Ayush, okay? Do y'all hear me? Caleb rolled up and the whole room got quiet. Everybody was, peeking under their glasses behind bingo chips and like everybody was like, okay, here we go, They all have been scoping them out and was like, they all been up in there flirting and all kinds of okay. And so they was like, the fuck is really going on with this bullshit? Because ain't nobody stupid. So Caleb came over there. Tammy was grinning and everything. And Caleb was like, what's up, boo? And she was like, what's up? What's up, Caleb? And he was like, oh, you got my little stuff for me? She was like, I take care of you. I take care of my man, my friends. And they was like, oh, okay, you ain't giving no special friendship treats and out to nobody else. You ain't making nobody else's plate. You ain't dropping it low and hanging it wide for nobody else, Tammy. We see you and Caleb. So Caleb began to tell a story about how he got there. He said that his cousin's wife was like, look, it's this woman named Tammy, right? She's on the show and she up in that rehabilitation, down there, what is it, Kentucky, wherever she is, bitch, I don't know. And that she was like, you need to see about that and see if you can get you some weight off. So Tammy was like, he ain't been around in like, a year, nothing like that. He been locked up, in his room and everything, because when he came in here, he was sick as I don't know what. But Caleb wheeled his ass right on them over there to he wheeled his ass on over there, honey. He said, everything else might not be working. I may got a trach too, bitch. But I tell you what, these daggone paws know how to roll this wheelchair over there. What's up, boo? So, they was flirting with each other and everything. And he was, just giving her the eye and all of that kind of stuff. Bitch. Tammy in love. And the family is like, She need to focus on herself. Tammy said that she found love on a two-way street, bitch, and she lost it at the rehab center. But she said she done picked it back up, bitch, and she is into Caleb, and Caleb is into her. They showed them all up in a room together, honey. They like lovey-dovey, two bitches in the tubby. And I'm telling you right now, Tammy done messed around, honey, and he done rolled outside in front of the staff and everybody and proposed to Tammy like that. And I'm going to tell you right now, y'all, I got the side eye on his Irish. There is just something to me that is really suspicious about the whole thing. But he surprised her out in the parking lot and proposed to her, and Tammy was shocked, and he kissed her and he hugged all up on her and everything. And they was just trach to trach, bitch, trach to trach. At this point, Tammy has had her weight loss surgery. She's lost 30 pounds already, bitch, and she's feeling good about herself. And now she sees the benefit, at least, as far as meeting Caleb or not leaving, because Caleb was like, I'm glad you didn't leave because now I can get to know your ass, honey. Not only did he get to know her in the last couple of damn 2 weeks, but she done got him a whole ass wife. And I ain't say hoe, I said whole. WHOLE. Tammy and Amanda, Amy and Amanda went to the spa. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because I just have a point that I want to make. They up in a spa and everything, right? And of course, Amy is crying again. She's saying that she need a break, woo. And I was like, Amy seems like she has postpartum. And I don't know if she's gone to a doctor and tried to get it diagnosed or what she has tried to do, but she really appears to be a woman who is suffering with postpartum. She is wondering whether or not she is a good mother. And, she's had these 2 babies. I think that she did not realize or take into account how hectic it would be to be taking care of 2 babies in a diaper. Well, my mother was taking care of 3 because there's 3 of us. We all stitched up, right? We stitched up like a month. Okay. And then, she had another set that was stitched up, that are my siblings who are much older than me. But I just was like, okay, I got to take care of this. I don't want to be sitting up here looking like somebody on Love and Lockup. Okay. Fix that. But anyway, there was a couple of articles that was out. They were saying that Amy has snubbed her husband, Michael. And then there was another article where, of course, we know that that Amy is supposed to be living with Tammy. And people are wondering whether or not they got a gag order out. Amy, to me, is now competing with Tammy because if you all notice in the episode, she was like, Tammy is probably going to be the smallest. And that's because Amy hasn't been doing anything. But I saw a picture that's out there on one of them posts. I think it's In Touch Weekly, where Amy has appeared to have lost a significant amount of weight, because here she got the competition. So I'm wondering whether or not there's just a little bit of jealousy with between Amy and Tammy. Now, I don't think that Tammy is jealous of her, but I think that Amy got a little bit of jealousy. Plus, here Tammy is now married. Tammy said that she wants to have a baby. Now, I don't know if Caleb going to be able to give her a baby. I'm hoping he get weight loss surgery. Can somebody find out whether or not he got weight loss surgery? But it's getting real now for Amy. And I think that really Amy probably wanted to be away from him a long time ago. She just didn't have a scruff to do it. And now that Tammy has gotten her life together, of course, she's now living with her. Anyway, y'all, this episode to me, and as I said, it got a D. I thought it was boring. Other than Tammy having a fit, nothing really happened. We did get an opportunity to meet Caleb. And like I said, I got the side eye on him. But it is what it is with this family. I don't know whether or not we are interested enough in them to bring them back another season. Y'all let me know down in the comment section whether y'all think that they are worthy of another season. But until then, I will talk to y'all soon. This is the end of my review. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm sorry I ain't enthusiastic about it, but like I said, it did get a damn D from me. Sound off, y'all, and be safe in those streets.